So, Fortnite Twitter, or just Fortnite in general, the community, I fucking dislike it. I really, really dislike the Fortnite community. But I wanted to talk about this because I think last time I did a video on this, it wasn't the best video in the world, far from it. But I thought this is a good opportunity for me to probably clear up my thoughts on how I feel about Fortnite community and Twitter and just those two things in general, because something happened yesterday on Twitter regarding Fortnite, which I wasn't surprised, judging by how people talk whenever I go into like random squads or random duos, and they see my skill level, and then they try to bully me for it. Um, so I wasn't really surprised when this happened, but it just brings to light how I generally do fear for this generation of children that have been brought up on the internet, because I think these kids don't understand is that the real life is not the internet. People say stuff. If people got away with, if people said the stuff that they're allowed to say on the internet, this world be in fucking anarchy right now. I swear to God. So what am I talking? So what? So let me explain. On Twitter yesterday, someone I can't remember the name for the life of me, so I apologize. But she decided to put some photos of her Fortnite cosplay, one of the new skins of a skin in Fortnite, and she got it's just ridiculous. These groups of just children on Twitter, which I don't understand why you have Twitter in the first place, because I think Twitter's a fucking cesspool sometimes. But or just like I thought the main thing on Fortnite was like fucking Instagram, so you can see how underrated some people are. I say underrated in quotation marks because yeah, you're not going to make it big on Fortnite, which is another point I'll get into. But yeah, she put a couple of photos of her Fortnite cosplay, and she was getting destroyed by like 12 to 15-year-old children who don't who thankfully, the person who put this up, she did state like she's got a load of shit before, so she's able to cover this. But just imagine, the one thing I always say: treat people how you want to be treated. If I don't go around, I may sound like a dick on this channel, but I don't go around in real life, saying stuff like you need to go like off yourself, or like just being really really horrible to people, because that's not how you act in the real world. If you treat people like shit, people are going to treat you like shit back. So if you get upset with that, I'm sorry, that's your fault. Anyway, I think like the top comment, I'm not going to name this kid, because it's clear that he's doing this for attention, because he's a 15-year-old kid who thinks he's going to get big off of Fortnite, which isn't going to happen for him. Saying I'm never going to wear this skin again. Well, I can say that is bullshit, because you'll probably run that skin probably when you forget that this thing even happened. So it ended up with Cypher PK coming out. Quite a few people in Fortnite community coming out and saying this is okay, and it just shows how toxic Fortnite players are. And I think the reasoning for this is that generally when games are games, they're usually 18 plus competitive players, not the actual game itself, but competitive players like the game developers, or like it's never is competitive. It's always 18 plus. I think the problem with Fortnite is that the age to take part in a competitive tournament is 13. Now, why is that a problem? It's because at that stage in human development, you're not at 13. You're not mature enough. I think that's what it really comes down to. They're just not mature enough, and when something goes wrong, they're just like, oh, this is like this is dog crap, or they just pile on people, or they just pile on the game, saying, oh, this game's fucking crap, I'm not playing this anymore, and then they play it the next day, because they got nothing, because, and, it may be hard to hear, but there are other games than Fortnite, people. I know that's very, very hard to see, because, this game that I've got in the background, Marvel Contest Champions, came out before Fortnite, just for to let you know that there are other games out there. So if look, I think that's the genuine problem is that the Fortnite audience is so young and they don't understand that what they're saying can genuinely hurt people's feelings, and they just don't. What's the word I'm trying to look for here? What phrase am I looking for? They don't see how words can impact on other people. I think that's probably the best way to put it. But if I'm, you know, if this video actually gets on the algorithm, I'm probably gonna get a load of get a load of children in the comments saying just like, you can't talk about Fortnite because you're not doing Fortnite gameplay in the background or whatever. Doesn't matter. That's a completely irrelevant argument. And any person who wants to have a serious conversation with me, I will happily do that. If you're going to be if you're going to be civil, like on the internet, if you're going to be civil, I will have a conversation with you. If you're just going to be toxic and just say like insults at me, I'm just not going to reply to you. I'll probably just say, if you calm down or have a respectful response, I will talk to you, and I'll probably just leave it there until I have the idea that, until I feel like they are sensible enough to have a conversation. That's my rule on the internet. So if you're going to be horrible, I'm just not going to deal with you. So I think that's basically it for this video. I just wanted to talk about this because it just highlights how inexperienced the Fortnite community is when it comes to expressing their feelings. I think that's probably the best way to put it. So I think that's basically it for this. I just wanted to talk about the situation and clear up my thoughts on Fortnite. Probably the best way for me to sum this game up. I like the game. I do enjoy it. Doesn't mean that I'm good at it. You don't have to be good to enjoy a video game. And I like the game. I just dislike the community. That's it. Goodbye.